There we go. Just me over here looking like a side quest. Hi. Hope you're all well. I'm jamming, as you can see. Jamming. Penny's here, so if you see me run the other direction for any reason, that's why. Hope you're doing good. I'm here too. Oh, he's gonna want to get in here. Go ahead, baby. Come on. Just get under the blanket. I know that's what you want to do. Come on. Please, Finny. I don't want you to attack me. I swear. Hi. Thank you for being here, Cal. So good to see you. I was gonna wear necklaces again, but I was like, it's too much. Ah, I'm wearing so much. I hope you're well. Please, Finny. Why? Why now? Seriously, what is the deal, bruh? Finny is in a mood, and that's okay. Yeah, please hit the like. It's free. Let's look at a couple things real quick. Look at the shirts. Oh my gosh. So the shirts are amazing. Been working on these. Those of you who are like following, you know. Oh my goodness. This one is so cool. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you're all well. I love it. I love it. I'm obsessed. And when you see them in the black light, they look so cool. I really think they're going to sell. Like, I know that there's people that are like, they're just shirts you're drawing on. It's like, yeah, okay. Look at him. There he goes. You're okay. You can hide. Good boy. You can hide. Don't scratch up the chair, okay? Oh, look at this baby. Hi. Thank you for joining me. This is Finny. I'm Daisy. So nice to see you. Finny's going a little wild right now. That's all right. We were looking at shirts real quick. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys are all well. Yeah, we're going to talk about a couple different things because I've been watching the whole AI situation and things with our DNA and RNA and the CRISPR and the molecular scissors. Oh, I love this one. This one's a really good one. Look, on the back it says judgment. It's so funny. It's a good one. Okay, let me show you just a couple more. And just so you guys know, this is never any pressure. I'm just showing you I'm an artist. This is what I do. So I don't have like merch per se. We do tie-dyes and we do things like this. This is the one that the king came up with. Finny's still being wild. And I'll save the rest for a minute, but I will show you this one. This one's really good. Thank you so much. I know, like I said, for those of you who missed it, I know I look like some type of side quest on some type of video game, but hey, we're here in this moment together, and I'm so appreciative of that. Seriously, if you do enjoy it, I do hope that you subscribe because we've got plenty of room over here, over there, so much room, okay? I hope that you've been having a good day. Here's Gigi. Gigi's kind of like a channel mascot in a way, but Finley gets jealous. It's okay, Finley. See? He's so catty, you guys. By the way, thank you so much for 1 million views on my channel. That's why the title is what it is. I flipped my lid, you guys. When I saw that, I was like, this cannot be real, right? Like, this cannot be real. And it is very real, and that's so amazing. Okay, that's okay if it's not your cup of tea. And mods, you know what to do. You know, just do your thing. You're good. So, by the way, my other socials are like Twitch. Oh, I gotta let the kitty out. Damn Daisy Plays. And I have Insta, TikTok. That's modmaggieart. Twitter, modmaggieart. The Facebook is DameVonBonDaisy. Hi, Frank. Thank you so much for joining me. My symbolism of what? The ears, being an elf. I'm an artist and I do festivals where I sell my art, so I have to look rather like people have to be able to find me. So that's why I doll up and I enjoy it. Why are you dressed the way you are, sir? Just curious. It's okay, you can tell us. So what's up, turds, nerds, freaks, and geeks, and all that's in between? It's me, your girl, Daisy Dame. Welcome back to my channel. I'm genuinely blessed to have you here. Like I said, I'm going to talk about things like genes, genetics, and all those fun things. We're going to discuss certain breakthroughs with genetics. And the whole 1 million views thing, that was really amazing. Thank you again. And other than that, it's just mostly just tech stuff and things like that. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. So have you ever wanted to be like Doc Ock? Like, are you a big fan of Spider-Man? Did you think that character was cool? Did you think that the robot arms was like all you needed in your life? I kid you not. There is a device now where you can put on 6 arms and wear them, and they can think and do. These arms, you can literally put on 6 arms. Like, okay, I get it. Amazing. This is someplace in Japan. They're working on this. And I'm like, this is amazing. This is amazing. How come this hasn't happened already? Please hit the like. It means so much. It is free. And if you do see a wrench by your name, that means you are helping out. You're a mod. And if you see anybody being a little spicy, you have the ability to be like, hey man, calm down. Okay? Other than that, you're allowed to think what you want to think. You're allowed to have your own views. This is not an echo chamber, okay? I just think it's amazing that somebody made this. So I guess it's so that you can work smarter and not harder. And it's interesting because they said that it's definitely a spider-like robotic AI arm system. What? So you can get it like attached and controlled by humans. Japanese robotic company is working on these limbs. So they're not just working on the whole 6 arms thing, that's pretty symbolic. You want to talk about symbolism? Why are they creating something where you can have 8 arms? Is that not weird? Does that not throw you off? Just odd. Just thought it was odd. I'm like, this is wild. I guess they're looking at it like, hey, this is a positive. What are you talking about? By the way, I'm on Rumble now as well, and you can check me there at Daisy Dame. I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much to my members. Give thanks when you can or super chat, but always take care of yourselves and your families first because that's what matters most. And with all that said, welcome to your very own deprogramming session. I appreciate all of you. Let's go on to more AI stuff real quick. Yeah, they're saying this is meant to redefine. Listen to these words. Oh, language is so particular. It's so interesting, but it's meant to redefine humans' interactions with robots and AI. What do you mean redefine? What do you mean redefine? What do you mean? Okay, so sometimes let's think of the hammer example, okay? You're using a hammer and you know that this is a tool to get a job done. But when you're using the hammer, it becomes an extension of yourself. And I know this concept is super weird, but it's the same thing with technology. It is a tool and it can be an extension of yourself, but this is not okay. We have to know that that is a tool and we don't want to go further than that, right? And I find it mighty curious that we're always being warned about these things, yet certain people are gearing us right towards that. Finny is indecisive. Oh, it's okay, buddy. We're just hanging out. So they focus mostly on wearable robotics, which is curious to me. Wearable robotics. What else is in those things? And do you know, I heard a Febreze commercial earlier, and they were saying how even their product had a microchip in it. Why does Febreze... Okay, I better calm down before I get too excited. It is past my bedtime. I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to stay awake and we're going to hang out because I really do appreciate being here with you guys. I love hanging out with you guys. And you know how my brain is. I'm just curious. I find all this very interesting. I want to know what other wearable robotics there are. What the heck? Like, what? Do you get extra legs? Can I run super fast? Like, what else is there besides? I should have looked further into that part, I suppose, right? Okay, so I'm seeing more and more about DNA editing and genes, things like this, right? Right? I know. Hold on. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I know that you might be a little confused when joining that you are here, but I'm so appreciative of you being here. Yeah, I have a bunch of other things pulled up because it all goes with this topic. But the CRISPR kept coming up, and it kept coming up. And now I'm seeing it more than ever, and Finley needs out. So let's take a peek at the outfit of the day. Like I said, side quest in your video game. I know, I'm coming to help you out. Ta-da! There we go. It's very nice. It's very nice. Okay, there you go, baby. Be free, little one. Finley. Go into the night, but be good. What a precious little kitty. He's always trying to steal the show, and it's fine, because he's so cute. It's fine. Alright, so the DNA, RNA, CRISPR stuff. For those of you who don't know, we've gone into a good amount of this on my channel. I have done videos on it, and I'm sensing and seeing a pattern. And when that happens, usually, that something significant with said thing blows up, okay? Before the big panorama and the cough, I swear to you, I said it over and over again for like literally 6 months to at least a year before. Something bad's coming this way. It's worse than we even think. They've been telling us for a decade. It's about to happen. And I know you can literally go back and see it in my streams and my videos. People are like, Daisy, you're the cuckoo. We are past the cuckoo, okay? When I'm just fine with that. But something's going on. Something's going on. They pushed that 23andMe, getting people's DNA, for why? For why? To find out your ancestry, right? But this was actually a significant thing for them, just as social media is. On social media, what do? You offer up everything. Your relationship, your family, your status, how you're feeling in that very moment, what you're doing, where you've been, who you hang with, who your friends are, where you worked, who your kids are. Like, it's wild. It's wild. Honestly, I didn't even have a Facebook for the longest time, and I felt free. I was like, this is the life. I like it this way. I like privacy, but I do have one again because it does help sell the artworks, and I had to get it for the Oculus. Let's go back to the DNAs and such. So, right, the whole 23andMe sus. I never liked it, right? And then we hear about, oh, but it's gonna help. Oh, it found this certain, the zodiac, right? And everybody was like, oh, the zodiac, and everybody was stunned for like a solid 30 seconds. But then, not a peep, not a thing. Oh yeah, cool beans. Let me see. Can I do it like this? I'm sure I can. Let me see. Yeah. Boom. Yeah. Awesome. You're the best. Thank you. Seriously, genuinely, you're the best. Yeah, I just have this feeling something's going on. Something's going on. They're already telling us about how they're kind of manipulating the genes of catfish and alligators. For those of you who've seen my lives before, that was curious. And another thing they're doing this for is for food, because they're like killing all the fishes. And it's not funny, but I do tend to giggle because it just blows my mind that we're in the place that we're at. But I mean, we see it. If you're near any body of water, it is normal that fish are gonna wash up kaput, right? But it seems that those numbers are just getting a little bit higher, and they're trying to find these supplements for meat, supplements for fish, supplements for these things. But why? Why do they want us to eat bugs and fake meat? Why do they want your genes and all of these things? So strange. I think they genuinely wanted this DNA so one, cops could go through the back door and say, hey, there's a clause in here. If it's needed, we really can do this. Shush your mouth. You have nothing to say. Like, go about your way. Ooh, I don't like that. And the thing is people are doing this and they're accidentally getting their family members locked up, which just like, woo, so wild to me, right? Blows my mind a little bit. Like their family members are like cousins or loved ones that they didn't even know had been in a circumstance. Now they could be caught because of these things. I just can't imagine. I couldn't fathom. I mean, I wouldn't do anything to be in trouble, but I told my family too. I was like, we're not doing this. I don't feel safe. This is not, like, let's not. But so many people, they were like, we're going to do it. So, yeah, I think they're doing it for a reason. There's many reasons, obviously, but it's also to see where their population is at, if that makes sense, health-wise. Where are their people at? Are they healthy? Are they all neurodivergent? Are they all, faring well in these elements? Are they all, just curious? But I think that's what they're doing. I think that that's what it is. They're trying to check how well the DNA is. Doesn't that sound messed up? But likely it's more true than we think, and it's pretty wild. So the thing is there was a slow drip of these articles coming out one after another, and I was like, that's curious. And since I'm a curious person, I kept looking into it. Articles kept coming out, and it got more and more and more. And this has been over the last 4 to 5 years that I know of, and likely even before that, okay? And the worst part is that common folk, simpletons, if you will, they're not going to understand the dangers of things like the CRISPR and why editing your DNA is horrifying and terrible and a slippery slope. But they're going to keep pushing these things like it's a cure. We're curing the big C. We're curing all these things. How can you say no to this? We could save lives. Da da da. Oh, really? You could also end lives, right? You could also, oh my goodness, there's so much bad with this. And this has happened already. There was a man who went about his way, bioengineered 3 children. He went to jail for it, but now we're okay with this. Now we're literally heading down the road of designer babies. And that's for like people, I don't know if you guys know, the creator BHB, Blowhorn Betty. Oh my goodness, it's a lot how. Don't even go into it if you haven't heard about it. But listen, the other day they slipped, I think it's a Freudian slip, and they said that the most American thing is to be blonde-haired and blue-eyed, and that's the epitome of American. And I thought, oh my God, what did she, what, wait, what, huh? Okay, hold up, whoa, hey, whoa. And this is the part that most people will be like, what's the problem with that? Is that the most American thing? Is it though? Is it though? And is that what we see as peak physical attributes? I don't think so. It's a slippery slope, okay? So for people who are just simpletons, they don't understand why this is so awful, where this goes, and why it's controversial. Because guess what? Eugenics, baby. But they keep saying genes. They keep saying genomes. They keep saying DNA, RNA. They're not saying it. They're saying these things, right? But not what it is. And the video that I actually did about this is comparing modern time, CRISPR, all of that, to what they were doing, back in the day. And why are we doing the similar things? Why? Like, makes me uncomfortable. And I know you guys know you're a very clever people. It's the big bad dude with the mustache, right? The most evil mustache of the world. Could you imagine being remembered for a mustache? Oh my God, after all that bullcrap. Ugh, that sucks, right? Poor guy, ugh. I heard he was nice though, right? Some people liked him. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding, oh my Lord. See, this is why I don't stream at night. I make the jokes. Yes, exactly. Sheeples is a good way to say it too. So yeah, not long ago, I made a video discussing how modern view of genetics has really been done before. Okay, it's been tried. They done tried it. And it's really hard for me to grasp, like, why do they not say it? Like, I just love how they don't say, eugenics. That's what it is, okay? because they don't want to admit that. They don't want to admit that, yeah, we're trying to make the designer babies. We want you to be able to pick what baby you desire. Imagine that. Imagine like being able to be like, nope, I want this gender baby. You know, I want them to be able to be this tan. I want this da da da, like this eye shade. What in the Black Mirror? What in the Twilight Zone? What in the Goosebumps? Help me. I need an adult. This is strange. What is happening? Like, it really does blow my mind. So, yeah, it's been done. That's one of my biggest frustrations. Yeah, what's to come? It's not a good thing, okay? Yeah, so that person, they really did say that that's the peak of an American. Just let that set in, because that is just a terrible thing. Oh my God, how do you advocate for something like that? How do you advocate for, like, okay, here's the problem. It goes into a tremendous amount of moral and ethical problems. It just does. It is what it is, okay? Um, we get to these topics, and people, who decides what's right and wrong? Who decides this is the epitome? This is the top physique. This is the da 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 da, okay? And I'm all for people being healthy. I'm all for people feeling their best and letting their self shine and feeling good in your skin, you know, looking good, how you want to look good. That's great. But this is concerning. They're discussing splicing human DNA. I mean, and even the molecular scissors, it just made the cut. They're going to start using these things. And essentially, that's very similar to the CRISPR, which what it does is it gets rid of that junk DNA that we learned so much about, right? 90% of our DNA or something like that. What was it? It's a large chunk of our DNA that they say is either empty, or junk. I don't think so. I don't think our code is written with junk in it. I really don't. And that's to each their own. You can view it how you want to view it, but I really don't think there is any junk. And I think that it's not good. It's not a good thing that they're trying to do. Slippery slope. So, yeah, don't answer if you guys want to. But how many of you might have ADHD? How many of you have a loved one with it? Or autism? How many of you have a loved one that has struggled with affliction in their lives, right? What if somebody came to you and said, there's a cure. There's this magical cure. This is the moment you've been waiting for. And would you take your loved one? Would you say they're gonna fix you up? Your DNA is wrong. What would you do? Oh my goodness, it wigs my brain out because I think about it. And listen, I'm in that category. And that's what's terrifying to me. It's like, how far could this go, right? So they're saying they're going to help people, they're saving lives, they're changing things, they're making a difference. But it's still very, very risky. Still a very, very dangerous process, and it's a shot in the dark every time. What if the person comes out worse off? What if they had a life before that was manageable, and they come out and it's even worse? The risks are too high. I just don't like it. I just don't like how people have learned their whole lives to live and cope with whom they are, whether they're not neurodivergent, whether they are, right? But imagine if someone told you the way you've been living all your life is wrong and you need to go get that fixed. Like, that would just be utterly amazing and shocking at the same time and a little horrifying because that's not how the medical system works at all, right? But that is what would happen essentially. And if you don't believe me, you can look back at propaganda for that time of that certain time, and it literally said some people were born to be a burden on others. Oh my gosh, it's so sad. Some people were born a burden to others. Like, if there's not enough stigma and shame for these people as it is, they didn't choose to be born with any, faulty wiring, as they would call it. Oh, it really upsets me. For those who don't know, I do teach those with special needs and superpowers, and they're amazing. Like, they're my prodigies. All ages. I have a few students who are, yeah, very, very much so, and I just love them with my whole heart. And these topics really, I think about it, and I think I couldn't imagine changing that person for the world, because that's what makes them so special. That's what gives them their photographic memory. That's what, when certain areas of the mind is turned down, other areas of the mind is turned up. And for them to say, you're wrong because X, Y, and Z, it's not right. It's not right. There's nothing right about that. And who gets to decide? It's a slippery slope. And AI may be a part of this little thing too. Could you imagine? I could. And this is another thing. We're consistently warned against it. But here we are again, marching right towards it with no problem, no shame, no, not even a stutter. We're right. We're in it. And that's the thing, is the simpletons, they're jumping right for it. They're walking right off that cliff like, wee, like they didn't know, but they're fine with it. They just accept it. That blows me mind. I hope you're all doing well. I so appreciate you. Seriously, for all of you who are just giving me a chance, who are just hanging out, it really does mean a lot. So, what is to come? There's a pattern happening, and people still don't see it, and that alarms me. It alarms me because there's something there. There has to be. They're not just gonna keep discussing it. They're not just gonna keep bringing it up when it happened. Don't be surprised if you start seeing some cocaine bears running around, half bear, half werewolf. Right? I so appreciate you. And so, what if these ancestry sites were indeed being used for more than we could have imagined? What if they wanted to know how the masses were? Consider they wanted the masses to believe that it helped these people, right? To catch the zodiac. But again, it's causing people's loved ones and families to go through issues and to get locked up. And for those of you who don't know, the CRISPR and the molecular scissors, like I stated before, these are things that can alter one's DNA or RNA. These are both things that affect your makeup and your being. So they go in and they snip and they replace it with the altered DNA that is fixed, and they complete the code. And it's actually, see, this is why I find it so interesting, because that's how I see our life as a simulation, is we have our own coding, and they're trying to decode it, and they're trying to encrypt people, and they're trying to bug them, like genuinely dead A. They could do that. They could do that. We're talking eternal sunshine of the spotless mind, people. We're talking they could go into your brain and erase memories from your childhood and take them away. Oops, sorry. We weren't trying to fix that. Like, that wasn't a part of the trauma. That's another thing, though, that they said it. Those who have suffered trauma, those who have been through things, like, I'm sure someone would love to be able to just forget those things and get it erased from their minds. I don't blame them for that. But it's still just too risky. I just, I could not believe it. I could not believe it. So what is splicing? Splicing is the introns when the regions, okay, so that's the non-busy regions of the DNA. As I was saying, like the genes, the area where there's essentially nothing, okay? So what they do is they excise the primary messenger RNA transcript, and they then are joined together to generate a mature messenger. I don't know. Risky. Sounds risky. Sounds curious. I don't know. But like I said, I'm definitely going to look more into it. That's what I have for that. But I do want to talk about a couple more things right quick. You guys know I try not to keep you for too long, because I know you've had a long day and we only just met. So I don't want to keep you up all too long. For some of you on the West Coast, you're like just chilling just fine, huh? It's the perfect time of day. That's awesome. Okay, so let me see what else I had. The basic CRISPR gene editing. This is an evolving technology that may one day, listen to this, may one day eliminate conditions like sickle cell anemia and hemophilia. What? Hemophilia, y'all? What? Hemo. They said that. What? So this has been discussed. They've been proclaiming it since 2013. 2013. So like I said, it's been long enough. They've been talking about it for almost a decade now. Something's going to happen. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. This next one says, a catastrophe mutating. Listen, a catastrophe mutating event will strike the world in 2 years, a report says. What? A mutating. Oh my goodness. A cyber event is coming. Bum, bum, bum. It's about cybercrime and how it's a $3 trillion industry. Holy moly. So basically, they're saying something's going to hit our grid and we're going to go down. And since our grid is so faulty, we're the screwed. JK. So the Northern Lights are expected Wednesday night. And here's what to see. Is that right now, you guys? Oh my goodness. Please hit the like, it's free. Y'all, I thought I was going to be telling you guys early, like a day early, so you could go see it. Y'all, we got to go outside. Field trip. Get in Miss Frizzle's school bus. His magic school bus. Y'all, okay, by the way, our magnetosphere is hurting. And with all the crap that they spray in the sky, for real, I'm surprised it's not lighting up more. Genuinely. I'm surprised it's not reacting more. And that should show you just how weak our freaking magnetosphere is. Talk about climate change, warming. No, our poles are flipping, and y'all are messing with the atmosphere. Like, come on. Okay. The world's first human pangenome is released. That one's a big one, too. I'm going to save that one for next time because that goes along with this whole thing. It's talking about identifications of variations of this disease and resistance and how they can work on those things. And we already discussed the whole spider thing, but oh my goodness, you guys, how wild is that? A Japanese robotics company called Jizai Arms engineered a system of spider-like robotic limbs. So crazy. I want to see what else. Oh, they do cyborgs. Of course they do. So this is to get attention. That's what it is. That's clever. Clever marketing. I will give them that. So they're talking about digital cyborgs. Patterns, right? Patterns. So curious. And I love how they say it's natural and comfortable. What's natural and comfortable about wearing 6 arms? Someone tell me. Is there anything? I'm not sure. I don't see it. I don't see how. Okay, I have one more to talk to you guys about, and then I'll let you get going. But again, if you did enjoy your stay, please do subscribe and do all that is free. I'm not going to bother you. I'm not going to beg you. I'm not going to, push. I'm just not my thing, okay? So please do all that is free. Yes, I just said do. We are grown. Let's giggle for just a moment. Stop it. Okay, so subscribe if you want. That would be great. Share, like, those are all free. Tell your grandma. We can knit together sometime. I love grandmas. Okay, get ready for this one, okay? Nature Quantum Secret. Link discovered between photosynthesis, yes, saying words correctly the first time, words that are big. Okay, and the 5th state of matter. Do you hear this? I'm never going to say it right again. Darn it. Photosynthesis and the 5th state of matter. So matter and antimatter is another theme that I'm definitely seeing. And the whole horizon thing, something on the horizon. Remember, Oprah was all like, horizon, and everybody's like, horizon. So that's curious. There's also this whole antimatter, dark matter, black matter. There's, oh my goodness, it's ever so curious. Did you know scientists even made a black hole in a lab and they contained it? Like, pardon me, what? Pardon me, who? When? Why? What? And they're out there in CERN looking for the God particle. I mean, I don't know. It's weird. Times are weird. Okay, let's look a little bit more. It talks about how the lab specializes in modeling complicated interactions of atoms and molecules. Wow, so they display interesting properties that you can't see with the naked eye. Wow. Cool. So he's talking about doing all this kind of fun stuff and people can't even see it. Cute. Oh, I get it. Now I see. I'm like, wait, that's how it's 5D. Because it's happening, but you don't really see it until they find a way to make you see it. Wow. Okay. Well, it's kind of like the whole thing with a base and you put salt or what is it? Salt or sand or something on top and it makes different patterns, different vibrations, different patterns, means different things. I believe that. And I try to keep my vibration tuned to the earth, to the human resonance. So it goes on to talk about the interactions of these things, how it's essential to capturing how nature works. And that's the type of thing that I'm always looking into is like the nature of our reality. How does DNA evolve, right? Essentially. So the study was partially supported by the National Science Foundation's Quantum Leap Challenge. See, this is what I'm talking about. Quantum Leap. What's going on? We're about to go in the 5D. I hope you're ready. Get your swimsuits. I hear it's a little slippery. Okay, let me double check if there was anything I missed because I don't want to just bail out. But listen, thank you so much again for being here. Thank you to my members. You are amazing. We can go more into some of the other topics next time because, again, I shan't keep you too long. And I do gotta make sure that the king is getting his snooze. Oops. Let me show you a couple more of these before we go. You can check more of this out at damevonbondaisyart on Insta. No pressure. You can window shop. It's cool beans. We're just taking a peek. They're really neat. So I've been painting on it a very long time. Yeah, I love this one. Look at that. Oh, the shimmer, the shine. It's so pretty. Let's see. Yeah. I love that. Oh, wow, that was a good one. Agreed. I do believe that. I really do. And I feel for the ones who don't see it. I really do. I feel for them because I wish they could. I wish their souls could be a witness of what's really happening. I really like this one. This one's almost finished. You can see it's Studio Ghibli characters because I'm nerdy. But that's okay. This one's really cute. This one I call Glitch. Again, it just has like really neat metallic spots. It glows in the dark, it shimmers, it glitters, it's gold. But the real gold, not that fake crap. Ooh, look at that. Wow. Yeah, that looks good. For those of you who missed it, you gotta see this one real quick too. Octane looks good. He be looking thick. I'm just kidding. No, he looks good. Do let me know though, how are you guys doing? How you been? Oh, that things are winding down a little bit. Yeah, I'm sorry that I hadn't streamed in a few days. Things just got a little hectic and overwhelming, so I was like, woof. Sometimes you just gotta feel the feels, and that's what I was doing, and that's all right. I'm doing much better, but I just will never understand from another person's mindset or perspective, and I wish I could change that. Why aren't we worried about that instead of this changing our DNA and RNA? Like, obviously they can tap into these things. So I wish there were other things we could do to really help people because there's so many people out there, and I'm just going to say this about it because I don't want to go into detail, but there's a lot of people out there struggling in silence, and they shouldn't have to do that. And because of that, it's just been tough. Don't ever do this, okay? Always take your time, but when you're ready, reach out to someone that you trust and care for and just say, hey, I might need a little bit of help, okay? Don't ever be ashamed. Don't ever feel bad because it's better than the alternatives. And I really appreciate you guys. And I couldn't imagine not seeing your little names pop up But these things, it happens, and sometimes there's just no understanding it. That's that on that. But yeah, it was, it just seemed like a lot was happening at once. And it was a little bit overwhelming, but I'm okay now. I just stayed focused on getting these things done. Oh yeah? I know normally if I draw and I use something in a piece of artwork, I do it so that people are aware. Like if there's anything that seems like occult or anything like that, I totally get it. I'm not here to push nothing. I'm just trying to get people to be aware of it. These are really cool though. Thank you again for joining me. I really do appreciate it. And to my members, you're the best. You're the beast. This one's cool. She's a cyborg. Don't worry. She's a robot. And we do have a running joke on this channel that I too am an android. But I think I'm more of a Pleiadian. I don't know. I guess we'll never know. Well, I think one day I will know. I hope one day. I don't know about that. I don't think Pleiadians just like step into people's bodies and be like, hey, I'm an alien on Earth. Like, I don't know. I don't know how that works, okay? I'm not some kind of genius. Look at this. I love this one. Yeah, I normally if there's that kind of stuff on my art, it's normally to like call it out and make people aware of it. Ooh. Do take care of yourselves though, okay? And let me say this, and please, if you hear anything tonight, let it be this moment, okay? And if you would just open up your hearts for just a moment, tell your loved ones you love them. You don't need an excuse. You don't know what tomorrow will bring, so you really need to let them know. And please give them hugs, because you don't ever want it to get to the point where if you hug them, they'll be like, is there something wrong? Did somebody pass away? Like, literally don't let it get to that point, okay? You guys are so sweet. I really appreciate you, genuinely. And I know that my strange topics are not everybody's cup of tea, but I appreciate you just hanging out and listening along anyhow. It really does warm my heart. And yeah, you maybe if you want, you could just comment and let me know what you would like to hear me discuss, or like what topics you're interested in. Because normally I'm looking into like space news, Planet X, the Anunnaki, the Book of Enoch. Like I like that kind of stuff. And science, technology, Musk. I'm always watching the Musk. We have something we call Musk Watch. So I'm always on the Musk Watch. And yeah, other than that, let me go over my socials one more time, and then I'll let you go, because you have been a doll. Just a doll. A sweet thing. Okay. You can catch me on Twitch, Dame Daisy Plays. I have a second channel. It was Dame Daisy Plays, but now it's Maggie Mayhem, and that's on YouTube. I'm also on Rumble, Daisy Dame, and I'm over there because we can watch all the videos and we don't have to worry about certain things, and that's really awesome. And I don't want to be lumped in with she's over here for whatever reason. There's no walls over here, okay? This is not a box. I will not be boxed in, okay? Yeah, don't forget, check that out. TikTok, we're almost at 17K, and I'm still just like blown away. Thank you so much. That's modmaggieart. Twitter is modmaggieart. Insta is damevonbondaisy and damevonbondaisyart. Facebook is damevonbondaisy. Like I said, give thanks or super chat when able. Like when you're done cleaning for summer and you find change in your couch, that's when you donate. But until then, please do all that is free. And thank you so much for coming to your very own deprogramming session, because it really does mean a lot. And just stay safe out there, okay? Because the world is a wild place right now. And I don't know, guys. I don't know how to say how wild this is, that people are doing horrific things at the drop of a hat for no explanation at all. Like, there's way too many news stories of all these horrible events. And I know that it is a grand stage, and I know that it all has a purpose, but it's hard to live, you know, exist in this world sometimes when you see so much darkness, it's hard to be the beacon of light. But don't ever dim your flame for no one, okay? I'm gonna let you go now.